Hello everybody, named Chalice. Welcome out everybody to my Tommy Oliver ranking of the Power Rangers. We're ranking all his Power Ranger personas. I'm only including the TV shows. So the White Ranger, the Green Ranger, Dino Thunder, Red Zeo, Red Turbo. That's what we're ranking right now. I'm making this video because I've been doing other Power Rangers videos about the different seasons. Soon I'll be ranking the entire season. Soon I'll be ranking Dino Fury or reviewing Dino Fury. And the thing is all this. The actor who portrayed Tommy Oliver, Jason David Frank, has died. And the thing is all this. I'm not going too much into details about why he died or how he died. The only thing I can say is this. If anybody who's watching, for men and for women, mental health is important. And I gotta say this also. Just know that you are not alone in your grief. You're not alone in your suffering in the world. There are people out there who are willing to help you because they are suffering. We are all human beings. We generally want the best for people. And I gotta say this, just never give up, never surrender, continue fighting on. And that's what Tommy and all the Power Rangers taught me when I was a young kid. Like, be a team, be a family, have a community, and never give up. Sad to say, Jason David Frank has passed on at a young age of 49. It is terrible. It is sad. I know a lot of people in the world are entirely grieving because he was the Power Ranger. And the thing is, we should always learn the greatness of him. We learn from his mistakes and we learn from the goodness of his heart. Again, sad to say he's gone. Sad to say he has passed on. But the fact is, I will always say this again. Never give up. Never surrender. Call out to people. There are phone calls, people who want to help other people for so many different reasons, for that, whether they've been traumatically abused, whether it's sexually, physically, whether people are losing a lost loved one and grief, there are cancer groups out there, there is self-deletion groups out there. There are so many people who are dealing with so many after effects of so many sufferings in this world. And just let you know that you are not alone in grief. You're not alone in suffering. Just to let everybody know that you are not alone, and continue fighting on and continue fighting together so we can make this entire world a better place. Now, going on to the ranking of Jason David Frank as Tommy Oliver, may he rest in peace, his top 5 best Power Ranger personas. Let's start off with number 5, and the worst of the worst is Turbo. This was the transitional season for Tommy. Let's be honest. Half the season is Tommy Oliver, half the other season is TJ. Tommy transitions the red turbo powers to TJ. Jason David Frank, for all intent and purposes, was getting tired of being a Power Ranger and all that stuff, or maybe because they were running out of storylines. And the thing is, though, Tommy in this season doesn't really do much. When I rewatched the series of Turbo, he was barely not existent in this show. He was like, okay, I'm working on cards. Like, Adam became the de facto leader of Turbo, in my opinion. Tommy, love him, love the guy, love the character, but I gotta say this. His Turbo Power Rangers entire arc, not that great. So, number 5, Turbo, Tommy. Number 4, Tommy as a Red Zeo Ranger. I know a lot of people love Tommy as a character. I do too, but I'm going to be honest with you. When we're looking at the best Power Rangers or the best Red Rangers, he's in my top 5 Rangers, but he's not my favorite Red Ranger. I don't really even like him as a Red Ranger because he is so much beyond that. The Red Ranger color was always the de facto leader of the group. But if Tommy's in any category, he is the leader. And the fact of the matter is, when he is a Red Zeo Power Ranger, it fits his character. I love the suit. He did have a leadership role in more cases, but he always felt like he had a leadership role. To me, there's not much difference between Tommy Oliver and Mighty Morphin to Tommy Oliver as a Zeo Power Ranger. Because the fact is, nothing really changes with the character. He just has a different suit color. I like Zeo, the Power Ranger season. I enjoy it. But when I'm looking at character growth, there's not really much to say other than the villain of Zeo tried to brainwash Tommy into attacking the Rangers. And the ones to get him out of it was his best friend Jason and Kat. So I just thought that was a cool arc. I wish they did more with Tommy's character, but to me, Zeo was a good, decent role for Tommy, and he got a Red Ranger outfit, but to me, he was not my favorite character. And Zeo, he's not my favorite character in Zeo. So, number 4, Zeo Power Ranger. Number 3, Dino Thunder. Like I said before, when Tommy is the star, when Tommy's in the season, he's the star of the show. And y'all know my opinions about Dino Thunder. I feel like they put Tommy way too soon as a Black Dino Thunder Ranger. I believe they went too soon with it. I mean, like in the 5th episode, he's immediately the Ranger, and then they start to slowly build up the other side characters. But the problem is, though, when you see Tommy and also they could have like paced it out a bit in Dino Thunder. I mean, Tommy was the mentor. He was the leader of Dino Thunder. I don't care that the 3 young kids are new to this world and all this stuff. As soon as Tommy suits up, he's the de facto leader. They had to make arcs where he turns invisible or he stays in Ranger form so he wouldn't be around too much to take the starlight from the other characters, which technically he did. I like Tommy as the Black Dino Ranger. I think the outfit is cool. I think it works well with his persona. I like his suit, like his Zord. But not my favorite of Tommy. So, number 3, Dino Thunder Black Ranger, Tommy Oliver. Number 2, and I'm going to get so much shit for this, the Green Ranger. Let's be perfectly clear. The Green Ranger is more iconic than the White. The Green Ranger is what made Tommy Oliver Tommy. But he's not my personal favorite. The Green Ranger was the nemesis. He was a nemesis of the Power Rangers. He was the first evil good threat to the Power Rangers. And Tommy was brainwashed and he recovered. He slowly lost his power and he slowly lost the Dragon Zord. Those entire character, the entire outfit was iconic. The Zord was iconic. The entire storyline was great. But when I'm looking at my favorite version of Tommy Oliver, it's the White Ranger. He's got his white tiger Zord. He's got Zaba, the freaking sword that he talks to. His suit is just awesome. I love Tommy as a White Ranger because he was officially an official Power Ranger, and apparently that was the best. Like, he's one of the most powerful Rangers of all time. The White Ranger is much more powerful than the Green Power Ranger. Controversy aside, the White Ranger is better than the Green Ranger. And when I'm looking at the suit and my favorite version of Tommy, I saw him as a White Ranger. I know he was a Green Ranger and all this stuff, but for me, the White Ranger was just so much more iconic than the Green. But I understand why people love the Dragon Zord. They love the shield on Tommy. They love the flute where he calls in the Dragon Zord. I understand the reason why people love the green outfit, to have his Dragon Zord. I understand the iconicness of his first suit. But to me, my personal favorite is him in his white. He is the Power Ranger White. He is the shining knight in armor. He's great. He's back. I love that entire episode when he returned. And when Kimberly fainted, like, guess who's back? It's iconic. It's awesome. I love it. So yeah, everybody, that's my personal top 5 personas of Tommy Oliver as a Power Ranger. I could have brought Lord Draken there. I could have been the white ninja suit that he had on in the Mighty Morphin series and all stuff, but to me it was the same as the White Power Ranger. To me, the character did not change too much, and I'm only including the TV series. So in my personal opinion, that's my personal favorite of Tommy Oliver, entire persona of a Power Ranger. And again, rest in peace, Jason David Frank. May your family have many blessings on this earth. There's not much I could say other than we miss you, Jason David Frank. We wish the best for your family. And again, for all those who are suffering out there, just let you know you're not alone in your grief for losing Tommy Oliver. Jason David Frank, you're not alone in your grief. And if you are suffering inside in your heart, and you just need some help, just remember it takes nothing to ask for help. It takes, like, you put pride aside, but like just let you know that you're not alone in this world, and people out there who love you, who respect you, who will cherish you, and they're just a phone call away if you need actual help. I know help sometimes it's sometimes difficult for a lot of people, especially it was for me when I was younger. But the fact is, you're not alone in your grief, and there are people out there who are suffering just as much as you and want as much help as you, and sometimes they just need you to make a little effort to pick up a phone, call somebody, and to be there for somebody. This entire world would be a lot better if we all were just love one another, respect one another, try to help bring people up instead of putting them down. But in my personal opinion, everybody, Jason David Frank is the Power Ranger. This is a tribute to him. Never give up, never surrender. That was Tommy Oliver's character, and I respect Jason David Frank as a person, as an actor, for all he's given to people. May Tommy's memory and Jason David Frank's memory always live on to this day. But that's my personal top 5 of the Power Rangers of Jason David Frank as Tommy Oliver. But But what's your personal opinion, everybody? What's your least favorite version of Tom Oliver? What's your greatest version of Tom Oliver? Show some love for Jason David Frank and his family. Please let me know what y'all think, everybody. Angel Lee, for everybody.